Welcome to the Militia Gaming Community. I'm Trigger, and this video is all about the 2014 Dodge Challenger SRT8. Let's go! Alright, welcome back to another wrong build video, this time the Dodge Challenger. Now, this car, just so you guys know, I didn't want to test this car at first because I just really don't like modern muscle cars. That being said, of the modern muscle cars, this Challenger is my favorite, I guess. But I put up a poll on YouTube on the channel on the community tab, and you guys picked the Challenger over the 350Z, the BMW M4, and you guys wanted this. You guys wanted this wrong build, and I'll be honest with you, after testing the engines, I'm not super happy with this car, so I don't have a lot of hope for this going into the off-road build, the drift build, and the drag build, because it is an absolute snail on the track. I mean, it's really, really slow. I'm kind of disappointed and sad for Dodge for this one. Anyway, let's get into the engine, because you know that's the first thing that I do on these videos is I give you the best engine for the car, and then we'll test it in drag, drift, and off-road, and give you 4 builds for each of the disciplines. All right, so first, let's take a look at the engine. The fastest engine for this car is the 585 horsepower forged 4.7 liter V8. This is the last engine that you can buy. It costs you $620,000. And to be honest with you, it's not worth it if you're planning on racing this thing on the track. Now, if you're going to race your friends and everybody's using the Challenger, then so be it, man. This is the engine you want to go with because it's going to be the fastest one for the car. Every other engine cannot do anything close to this engine, with the exception of the other forged engine. It's close, but it's just not quite there. This one is a lot faster. I can't say a lot faster because there's nothing fast about this car, actually, but it is a little bit faster. Anyway, this is it, 585 horsepower forged 4.7 liter V8. Let's give you the track build. I've tested this thing thoroughly. I went through all of the gearboxes, the live tuning, everything. So I'm gonna give you the full track build right now. And notice you've got 10s on all of the stats. This thing looks like a beast, but it's not. All right, here's the full track build. Throw up the build card, here we go. So you've got that 585 horsepower forged engine, Ultimate Plus engine parts, and the Ultimate dual turbo with an Ultimate 5x3 pound NOS. The chassis, we're gonna go with the Super Track suspension, Elite brakes, and Elite race tires. I tested all of the tires for this car because I just couldn't get this thing to handle the way that I wanted it to, and I ended up just going back to the race tires. The track tires were terrible, it's too sticky. The showcase tires are too slippy. They don't allow you to have much grip in places where you need them. And the race tires just ended up running faster times overall. And when I say faster, I mean like a lot faster than the showcase and the track tires, like a lot faster. So race tires, definitely for this car. Elite Plus clutch, Super 5-speed gearbox, and the Super Track differential. I went through the gearboxes. The 5 performed better than the 6. And I'm not sure exactly why, but it just felt better. It didn't redline as much as the 6 does, so the 5 is what you should go with. There's only 2 options for this car, 5 and 6. I'm going with the 5 for this one. And then auxiliaries, you're using NOS refill, NOS duration. Live tuning is going to be steering sensitivity maxed, downforce in the middle. I'd move the downforce all over the place trying to get this thing to handle well. And in the middle handles the best for this car. It allows the car to have enough traction to accelerate, but have a little bit of slippy where we need to. But it's again, this car is just not good for track, I'm telling you. Anyway, downforce in the middle, traction control off, drift style on gas. So +5, 0 off gas. That's your live tuning for this track build. All right, let's just go straight into the drag race build. I'm gonna go back to the garage. We're gonna swip? It's not even a word, swip. We're going to swap some parts out. My brain is not working today. For the drag build, we need to swip the Ultimate 5x3 into the 1x15. And then we need to change the tires to a drag tire. And then we're gonna test the 2 gearboxes. My guess is that the 5-speed is gonna be the best option. We'll see what happens. We'll take it out and take a look at the quarter mile. But that's about it when you go to a drag build. You want to swip that NOS into a 1x15. You want to make sure you have drag tires on, and the rest of it is really just the track build. Notice you still have all 10s on your stats. This is so wrong. So wrong, Need for Speed. This is just... it doesn't deserve all 10s. All right, for drag racing, on the live tuning, steering sensitivity is not necessarily that relevant, so we're gonna leave it there. Downforce, I'm gonna drop it down to get the highest or best quarter mile, and that's 8.77 with the 5-speed gearbox. So 8.77, let's take a look at the 6-speed and see if we can improve that at all. 8.93, like I said, 5-speed's definitely the way to go here. So let's put it back in and give you the full drag build for this car. I'm telling you, this thing is just not very fast at all. 8.77 is tied with the 65 Mustang for like 34th place. So out of 50 cars, 34th place, not that great. And when I say 50 cars, that's just the cars that I've tested. So out of the 50 that I've tested, 34th place. Like I said, not that great, not that fast. I really hope this thing can drift well, because if it does, it will save this video. Throw up the build card. Here we go. 585 horsepower, forged 4.7 liter V8, obviously. Then we've got the Ultimate Plus engine parts with the Ultimate Dual Turbo and the Ultimate 1x15 pound NOS, Super Track suspension, Elite brakes, Elite drag tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super 5-speed gearbox, and the Super Track differential, NOS refills, NOS duration, and then the live tuning is going to be +5 steering sensitivity, -5 on the downforce, traction control off, drift style on gas, and that is it. Let's see if we can drift this thing around. But first, we need to customize this car because I haven't done any of the customizations for this. So let's just get this thing looking nice so that we can slide it around. Here we go. All right, we got this thing looking pretty good, but we need to put a wrap on this. So let's take a look. I don't think Surfy has a wrap on this one. That's usually my go-to. Let's see what the community has to do in terms of wraps. Let's take a look at these. This is awesome. This is it. This is my style right here. I love this. This is it. We're going with this one. I like this wrap right here. Congrats to Azteca Chico. I'm totally downloading your wrap and using it in this video. Go follow Azteca Chico. All right, now that we got the thing looking good, let's throw some tire smoke on there. You know we need that. I'm going with red. I think it'll look nice with this. It'll offset the black, and it has the little red accents in the wrap, so let's do that. And then also we need some underglow, because why not? Because why not? We need it on there. It needs to look good, right? There we go. We'll do the red underglow. We'll put some air suspension on it, drop it down a little bit more when it's parked. I think we're good. Now that we got it looking good, let's make sure we can make it drift. So for this one, it is a rear-wheel drive car. It's super heavy in the rear, and I think the rear-wheel drive drift setup will work perfectly for this one. So let's go ahead and go for it. For that, we need the Speed Cross suspension. So Super Speed Cross suspension, Elite drag tires, and then we're gonna switch the differential to the Pro Drift differential, and we should be good to go. Oh wait, let's just swip the NOS so I don't forget. 5x3. Let's go out and take this thing around. Here we go. Slow it down a little. There we go. Oh, this thing feels really nice, dude. Oh my goodness. Wheel spin is great. Hey, that drift's really nice. 68K, so that was the first attempt, and 68K, 89 is my best, but 68, that's really, really good. Man, this thing is fun. This thing actually scores really high too. Let's take it through this one in the racetrack here. Let's see what we can do here. This is really, really good. I don't know what my score is, but I feel like it's gonna be okay. 155, dude. This is decent. This thing is really, really good. I mean, I know my best is 238, but to get to 138 or was it 150? Anyway, to get over 100,000 in this one, close to 150 or 150 above, that is great, dude. This is actually really good. I'm so surprised on this. I'm so surprised. This build is perfect, though. I wouldn't want it any other way. I mean, let's see if we can get some control. Because it scores high, but can we control it? All right, this shipping yard is my favorite place to test the control. So it doesn't have the tight turning radius of other drift cars, but it spins forever, dude. See, to not hit that container, you had to handbrake quite a bit. But this feels great, dude. You can just run it forever. This is a very tight drift section. You kind of have to pay attention to what you're doing if you want to get through it. See, I 3-starred, but barely. All right, so it does go a little bit long. The control is there, but it's not quite as fast as you would want it to be. But it is really, really good. It scores high. It drifts really well. It is a really good, surprising drift car to me. This is nice, dude. Let's make it in this gap here. Come on. First try. Let's make it in. No! Not even close. Not even close. All right. We're done. We run into a container. We're done. This is it. This is the drift build. Oh, my goodness. This thing is great. All right, let's throw up the build card. Here we go. So that same engine, it's going to be the Forge 4.7 liter V8. Ultimate Plus engine parts with the Ultimate Dual Turbo. Ultimate 5x3 pound NOS, Super Speed Cross suspension, Elite brakes, Elite drag tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super 5-speed gearbox, and the Pro Drift differential. We've got the NOS refills NOS duration, which I don't use in drifting, and also, just so you know, I am drifting in automatic. Your live tuning is high steering sensitivity, so +5 steering sensitivity, -5 downforce, traction control off, drift style on gas. This is it. This is a very, very good drift build. This thing is fun. You can definitely 3-star every single event on the map with this car. This thing scores very high, and it is actually pretty controllable. Not like its track build. This is good. This is the one thing that this car is good at, and I'm going to recommend this car for drifting. All right, we've got one more discipline to test this on, and that is off-road. So let's get back to the garage. Let's build it for off-road. Let's see how it does. So the things we want to change are going to be the suspension, the tires, and the drivetrain, specifically the differential. So let's go with the rally suspension, the off-road tires, and the rally differential. Now we've got it ready for off-road. This thing hopefully performs on the off-road. That way it's good at 2 things, not just 1 thing. But let's see what happens. We're gonna test this on HTV2 and Rumble. We're gonna see what the combined times are, and then we can rank it with the other cars that I've tested. All right, here we go. Anything around 152 would be considered good. It spins wheels off the start, not super fast. We have to go around these guys. All right, it takes a minute to get traction, but once it does, it seems to be pretty fast. We had a little bit of a bad shift there, in my opinion. Wait to straighten out, then NOS. You don't want to NOS while the car is crooked. It loses all of its speed, and the NOS is wasted. It does not feel very quick on the dirt, I'm going to be honest. But we will see with the time. You just never know sometimes. All right, final lap. Here we go. It's easy to control, I'll be honest. It feels nice to control, but it just doesn't feel like it has the overall speed that you would need. Oh my God, get out of the way, bro. That's gonna cost us at least a second. So hopefully we finish with a decent time. And we can keep in mind that that little collision would have been a second faster. Like I thought, though, it just doesn't have the speed. It just doesn't have the speed. 159.23, really not that good. It's not terrible, but it's not that great. It just doesn't have the flat speed. It doesn't have any of the speed that you would expect on the dirt. A lot of cars can get up to about 140 miles an hour on that bottom dirt section, and it just can't get there. It just can't get there. So I don't expect this to do very well on Rumble either. But let's give it a shot anyway, and let's see what happens. Here we go, Rumble test. Let's go. Let's go. Such a slow starter. Oh my, I'm getting stuck behind these guys. All right, we're gonna restart this. I just want to get a nice clean start. We want to get a clean time here. Alright, that's not super clean, but it'll be clean enough for what we want. There we go. We just barely clipped that guy. Oh my God, with the slide, dude. Alright, we're restarting. Why am I having trouble with this? We had the little clip there in the beginning, and then all of a sudden I missed the checkpoint. I cut it way short. That was stupid. We're gonna get this right. We're gonna get this right so we can get a time. Third time's a charm. Here we go. Snuck through, baby. Let's go. Yeah, it just bogs down on this hill. Oh, it's just it's just struggling. I think you could definitely run a much faster time in a manual transmission. This automatic, it has problems. It just doesn't know when to shift up or down. It's not programmed very well. It's constantly finding itself in the wrong gear. But because I've tested every other car in automatic, I'm going to continue to test this in automatic. Alright, we got to find a hole here. Can't be running into these guys too much. Alright. Not bad there, not bad. Final lap, let's get it. This feels so slow, dude. It's already 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We're barely halfway done with the final lap. This is insane. Oh, 3:17 and counting. I just see the clock. The clock is just counting away. It's just so high. 3:27. It's gonna be a 3:30. Oh my God, it's so much. That was almost a 3:30. 3:29.36. Gotta write this down. All right, this is just not a good off-road car either. It's not. It looks great and it's fun to drive, but that doesn't matter in a racing game, man. You want something that's gonna be fast. This car is everything but fast. It's not fast. It's not fast. All right, let's get the build card up here and then we can summarize the video. For the off-road build, we've got the 4.7 liter V8 forged engine, Ultimate Plus engine parts, and the Ultimate Dual Turbo, Ultimate 5x3 pound NOS, Super Rally suspension, off-road tires, Elite version, Elite brakes, Elite Plus clutch, Super 5-speed gearbox, Super Rally differential, NOS refills, and NOS duration. Live tuning is going to be the same as the live tuning for the drift build, +5 steering sensitivity, -5 on the downforce, traction control off, drift style on gas. All right, let's summarize it. So this car is just plain bad. It doesn't do anything really, really well. The best thing it does is the drifting. It is good at drifting, It's not like top tier, but it is definitely good at drifting. You can 3-star every event in the entire map, on the entire map. You can definitely use this thing to drift. It is fun to drift. It feels really, really good. It's responsive. You can make transitions from left to right. It feels really good to drift. But aside from that, it is just bad. It's terrible on the track. It's maybe the worst track car I've tested. Keep in mind, I have not tested the Raptor yet on the track. I just refuse to do so. But it's terrible on track. It's subpar in drag racing. It's not great. And then off-road, it's terrible as well. It literally is like one of the worst cars in the game, aside from drifting. It is built and is meant to drift. It is only meant to drift. I only recommend using it in the drift. And that's it. It is horrible every other place. So, I mean, I don't even know what to say about it, honestly. I mean, I just feel... I feel like it's a complete waste of time to build this thing as a track car. 100% waste of time. That being said, it looks awesome. It is a good looking car. It drifts well, and that's it. I don't have anything more to say. Let's just close it right there. I really appreciate everyone for being here and watching another video, man. I really do. You guys have no idea. You guys watching my videos means the world to me. The views are skyrocketing on that last video we did. So I really appreciate it. I'll be working on another wrong build this week. And I think I'm going to be doing that 350Z. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much. And shout out to all the Militia subs. If you're here watching this summary, man, you are one of the all-stars on my channel. And I appreciate it. Thank you for watching the video all the way through. It means a lot to me. And it helps with the ratings on YouTube. So I appreciate it. All right. Don't forget, streams every Tuesday and another stream usually Friday or Saturday, but I'll announce that on social media. So keep in mind, you can always follow me on my social medias, are right here on the screen right now. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.